All right, traders, it is Tuesday, July 30th, almost the end of the month. It is a little bit of a red day, so I get the red background going. Markets were kind of up and down, and then they were almost back to zero. At the end of the day, flushed it down the toilet, and then Microsoft came out, beat on earnings, beat on revenue, but the cloud services growth was only 29% and not 31%, and now it's getting beat up in after hours trading. I kind of think that's absurd, but what do I know? What I told members today, and I did publish our members only video for everyone to watch today. Normally I won't do that. That's just for members, but you got a chance to see what we do with our members. I did publish that. So if you want to check that out in the YouTube channel tonight, you can certainly do that and see what I talked about. I reviewed a ton of trades for you. So give you a bunch of different trade ideas. I reviewed some mindset stuff, really trying to maintain your calm and ignoring your net lick. And we're going to talk some more about some trading strategies, mindset rules tonight as well. And I also talked about, and I apologize for my voice, and I may cough a little bit here. I'm just trying to get rid of this bug, and I just can't seem to do it. But we also talked about a little bit of the SPY leap trade that I do. If you remember, you've got all the details on how we handle that in our PM accounts and so forth. So anyway, lots of cool stuff in that video today. But Microsoft, after hours, I said, excuse me, that all of these Mag 7 or big cap techs, they're all going to have to not only beat, they're going to have to smoke earnings. Okay. The expectations are so high, and these have run up so far that if you don't crush earnings in every asset and every facet of what you do, you're probably going to see some selling. And Microsoft beat on earnings, great revenues. I mean, Microsoft should be up, but because it's moved so much, okay, one little thing like a 29% growth versus 31%. I mean, are you kidding me? 29% growth in cloud services is outstanding. But people were looking for 31, and boom, there it goes. So it wasn't perfect out there, and you can't even have one little thing that goes wrong, or you're going to get hammered right now because the expectations are so high. These are really priced for perfection. The only one not really priced for perfection, I think, is Meta, where the earnings aren't so out of line like they are on some of these other ones. The PEs and so forth on Meta are a little more reasonable, but I think Meta is going to get smoked tonight. It's not earnings for Meta, it's just in after hours. I think it's getting the living daylights beat out of it. So anyway, a little bit of a red day today, not a big deal, but we're going to talk about what happened last week and give you some ideas and some ways to combat a little bit of your mindset problems. But the one thing we spent probably 30 minutes on today, and I apologize, is trading too big. So many of our members trading, I think, way too big. We've cautioned and cautioned and cautioned. I'm going to caution again that some of these things you've got to just cut back. I know you want to make money, and we're winning. So for winning, let's just go more, and let's go bigger, and let's go better. And really, it should be the opposite way. The more I win and the more my account grows, okay, the smaller I shrink my trades, because more money means I can take less risk and still make good returns. When I have small accounts, I got to take more risk because I want to get it to big. But as you grow, you should really be reining things in a bit. Now, that's only when you get up to several 100,000 or more with it. But when you're starting a small account, it's okay to take a little more risk. But when you get bigger, you got to be careful. And of course, if you're trading futures and using portfolio margin, I mean, that's a lot of leverage that you have. You got to be smart. All right. So that being said, that's enough lecturing from me. What I want to do is we really polled our members at the end of last week to find out what lessons did they learn. And I really was trying to hammer lessons last week with everybody. So I want to make sure, that that I communicate some of these with you guys. So let's go in and share a few of these lessons, but let's look at the account first. Then we're going to look at some lessons of trading and see which ones maybe resonate with you the most. So stay tuned, some good stuff to share. So let's get into the actual account itself today. Delta crept up just a fraction at the end of the day with that big sell-off. We're still 0.23, which is not out of control. It's fine. Theta 1639. We had a little bit of a bump in the VIX today, up about 6-7%. Still only sitting around 1769, but some elevated volatility there. I'm not so worried about the VIX as I look at implied volatility for the individual trades that I have on. All right, net lick today dropped a bit, mostly at the end of the day. I mean, it was down under pressure, a chunk of it today. Some of that is oil because oil continues to get beat up a bit. And then some of that was ES because I've got a good handful of naked puts on and volatility rising. So a little bit of half and half on that. BP usage, though, dropped a bit today, 352,801. Puts us at about 55.5%. So we're fine with where we are. Nothing to really deal with here. We're totally fine with buying power, but we're a little full, so we really can't add any new trades, but we did add one new trade today. If you watch the other video, you'll know what trade that was that we were looking to get on. We did have to modify it and made some changes to it, but you'll get an idea of what we looked at. And I gave you, I think, something like 14 trade ideas earlier today. So overall, we're great for the day, and we're still up. We got 1 day to go, and we are at a record-setting month. We're at 27,905 for the month. That is the largest month we have ever had trading. So here's the Income Navigator portfolio for you. The previous record was set back in February at 22,659. We had another 22,000 month back here in May. But then this month is going to smash it. Now we will have a little bit of a realized loss tomorrow as one of our put debit spreads expires, but that's just part of the deal. Shouldn't affect us too much. It'll still put us around 26.5, something like that, for the month. So about 26,500, unless we take some other losses tomorrow, if the market just goes bananas or something. Okay. Otherwise, we are on track for the best month of trading that we have ever had here. So I should actually change this background to green for the month, but we'll do red for today because the markets are down. All right, so let's take a quick look at some of the lessons that our members shared. So I'm going to go into the Discord, and we're going to take a quick look at some of these lessons for the week. And, what are the lessons you took away? So number one, and again, for me, for most of the members, it was to focus on your individual trades and stop looking at your P&L. I record my P&L at the end of the day, but I don't look at it during the day, okay? Unless something comes up and I'm in the account, or really don't look at the account much during the day. I did it in the video that I shared with all of you guys today. Is I went through my positions, and it took me maybe 4 or 5 minutes to go through all my positions, realize that I have nothing to do in the account, and I don't really care what the P&L is because it doesn't really matter. The P&L doesn't matter if your realized gains and losses are taking care of themselves. And right now, we don't have any losses. We're having a great month on P&L, or on our realized P&L, which means that the net lick doesn't really matter on a day-to-day or hour-to-hour basis. It'll continue to grow. All right, so focus on individual trades and not your P&L. Follow your plan. Just let my trades sit on the stove and simmer. No need to do anything, including start staring at the screen until I'm hitting a stop loss. Exactly. Nothing to do. I'll tell you, patience and discipline, the two really keys from a mindset standpoint for you. And if you follow your plan, you don't have to put any trades on. Okay? It's all good. Just wash your P&L. In a volatile market, don't be afraid to take profits on items that are close to target if you expect it to continue to be volatile and BP relief is needed. Sure. Do you want to take a little early profits in a volatile market? Go ahead and do so if that's going to help reduce BP, okay, and help you sleep at night as well. it's been reinforced to be patient and stop looking at the account so much. Man, I just can't. I love it. So Brian B here, perfect. Don't be looking at the doggone account so much. And it's also nice to know, again, this is why you trade in a group and you trade with others. It's also nice to know others are dealing with the same thing, and everyone here seems to be calmly following their trade plan. That's what our members do. We've got fantastic members, a lot of veterans, people that are going to keep you on the calm side of trading. Okay. I think that people are not saying the sky is falling or carrying on as normal helps a lot. So yeah, we try to really restrict that from our members. We don't like a lot of fear mongering stuff. We don't need to see that your portfolio is red and that you're freaking out. Stick to your trade plan, monitor your BP, keep an eye out for new opportunities, enjoy sun by the pool. That's my take. Let's see. Don't waste money. Zero DTE puts or calls trying to fade or guess the market moves. Okay, it's not a casino. Absolutely. The market's going to move up, it's going to go down, it's going to go up, it's going to go down. Don't try to micromanage your employees. Don't try to micromanage your trades. Same thing. Okay? You can't predict the direction from minute to minute, hour to hour. Okay? We use strategies to try to give ourselves the best probability. But if you're just trying to buy and fading, guessing direction, you're going to get killed. So great one there. If you have BP and you're nowhere near a stop, no need to fret. Stop making trades for variety and boredom's sake. Absolutely. This person played some earnings trades this week because they were bored, won a few, and then got whacked. Okay, absolutely. Okay. Don't make trades because you're bored or you're just trying to do something else. Just stick to your plan. Is it possible my expectations are too high when I'm disappointed that my last all-time high was 9 days ago? Right. We're used to in our trading platform here, we're used to seeing a lot of new all-time highs every couple days or so from members. So yeah, it's been a whole 9 days since all-time highs. Size appropriately to trades and the portfolio, know my max stop, and manage it. That amount is within my tolerance, which allows me to sleep all night. I mean, this is just beautiful stuff. I love reading this. These people get it. I rarely open so few trades as this week. Rarely have I looked so little at my portfolio. When BP rose above 80%, I bought a few long puts, okay, and try not to be afraid. That's a little higher for BP, but all good. He understands calmly how to do it. Added some hedges, rolled them here. Be careful how many spec trades you have on. All good. Just stay calm and collected, as mentioned many, many times. Stick to your plan. I stopped looking at net lick as much as I've been, and that's extremely helpful. I can't give you more than what these members are sharing with you right now. First time looking at hedges in action, size them accordingly, stick to the plan. Cleaning up trades before heading out on the holidays or vacations helps. Absolutely. If you're going to be on vacation or an area where you may not be able to trade as much, just trim some of your positions, clean stuff up. BP expansion, keeping me off trades because you followed your plan. Okay, that's all good there. Just sit tight if you're allocated right. Love that. Here, I'm just going to keep going quick. Yeah, don't panic. Perfect. Love it. Stop doing strangles on individual stocks the way that Tasty Trade teaches them. Whipsawed to death, 100%. We give you a plan, follow it. It's the way to trade. Trust me, don't do them on strangles and don't use the Tasty Trade method. I love what Tom and Tony do over there for the most part, but not everything is perfect, and I don't think it works for everybody. All right, patience, stick to your plan. Okay, patience, let theta do its work. Okay. If cash is getting light, you can sell some of your bill so that you don't have any margin issues. Okay, diversify to other underlyings. other than ES. Okay, perfect. Don't obsess over how much your net lick falls after hitting all-time highs for days in a row. The plan's good, it's coming back. Perfect. Be a goldfish. Got that from stuff that we talk about, and I relate it back to Ted Lasso. Be a goldfish. Forget about what just happened, okay, and focus on what's in front of you. Size appropriately, trust the plan. I could go on and on. I mean, it's just so many great things. Size appropriately, walk away, hit the gym, golf course, or the beach. Absolutely. If you got nothing to do, don't obsess over it. Just how real and significant the distinction is between income navigator and active or day trading people. Absolutely. The way we trade, so vastly different than active and day traders out there. It's much more relaxing, much less stress, and I think we're just much more consistent and make more money over time than most people out there. Yep, don't panic. So anyway, I wanted to share some of those things with you because I think those are all great lessons. I can go on and on, but our members just said it all. So they just gave you all of the things that they're learning that makes them more valuable. All right. On that note, I'm going to wrap it up for today. Keep it short today. There's a great video on some training and some things that we did earlier. And nothing close to being stopped out, nothing close to being losses. We added a new trade today. Net lick goes up and down, does what it is, but our P&L, our realized P&L is doing great, and we're having a record-setting month. If you thought this video was helpful and you took some of these things away, go ahead and click that like button. And then let me know in the comments what are some of the things you learned maybe from watching this video or from seeing that some of the info I've been putting out that helps you maintain a better mindset and vision on your trading. So go ahead and put some of those ideas down in the comments. I'd love to read them. Well, I'll check them all out with you. Make it constructive, add some value here to the channel, and then give me your feedback of what's working for you and what you learned from last week that's going to make you a better trader. So I hope these all helped you guys. See you later. Stay safe. Bye-bye.